Captain Kirk, Spock, and the rest of the USS Enterprise crew return for the third installment of the rebooted franchise, which will celebrate 50 years from when the show first started. Here are the 20 mistakes in the movie. When Captain Kirk appears before the Tenaxi delegation, he opens a box containing the weapon Crawl is looking for, but in the next shot that box is now closed. Mistake number 2. We are focusing on Kirk's right boot, which changes its position between shots. Mistake number 3. We have Captain Kirk misplace the bioweapon between shots. At first he is holding it in his right hand, but after the camera changes, the weapon is in his left hand. Mistake 4. When the crew of the Enterprise are fleeing the ship, we see Kalara leaving first, followed by Chekhov, and after a while Captain Kirk is last to leave.
Here we go.
But on the alien planet Ultimate, Captain Kirk is first to land. He is able to change clothes, get his gun, and find Kalara, who just landed. Mistake 5. We focus on Uhura's hair, which is behind her, but in the next shot she has some hair in front of her, resting on her chest. This mistake is repeated several times throughout the movie. For mistake 6, we focus on Kalara, who we see standing up 2 times in the same scene. Mistake 7. Let's assume they survived the 1,000 feet long jump. But how on earth did they manage to escape the Enterprise, from it to tumble over them? Mistake 8. It's impossible for the Franklin's teleporter to beam Kirk and Jayla on a motorcycle at speed. For this mistake, we focus on Uhura, which appears and disappears in this scene.
Invincible.
Even Crawl is amazed of her disappearance. Mistake 10. Spock is further than the rest of the crew members, but in the next shot we see Spock further back with the rest of his crew. The number of the fighters in Crawl's swarm varies immensely. The docking spires visible inside Crawl's base only appear to be able to hold maybe a few hundred ships, while in the final battle there are hundreds of thousands of ships. Also, Crawl's base is nowhere large enough to offer space for all the pilots of the swarm ships.
Gone the next. There's no heart beating inside your chest.
Mistake 12. We focus on Captain Kirk's seatbelt. Notice he only put his lower seat belt, but in the next shot he has the shoulder straps on too.
Never to be seen again. Never to be seen again.
For mistake 13 we focus on the tablet Spock is using. In one shot Spock is holding the tablet with both hands at each end. In the next shot the tablet is fixed to the left side of the ship.
Seen again.
Is Crawl even trying to hurt Kirk?
Never to be seen again.
When we are first introduced to Crawl, the main villain, we learn he has great power, but in the final battle, Kirk is able to overpower him very easy.
Lick my lips as you walk away. There's nothing left except an empty space.
When Kirk is trying to deactivate the ventilation system on Yorktown, his wounds appear and disappear in several shots.
You're dead to me. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. You're dead to me.
When Crawl activated for the first time the bioweapon, it took only 2 seconds to disintegrate the Enterprise crew member, but later in the film, when Crawl is pushed into the weapon, it takes a lot longer to disintegrate him.
You're dead to me.
In the final scene, there are 2 guys sitting on the sofa, but when the camera changes direction, they disappear.
You're dead.
Mistake 18. When the camera changes direction from front to back, Uhura's hair changes from long to short. Why did Kirk stop shooting? Why didn't they just beam Crawl out of the ventilation system, outside Yorktown? Or why did Crawl needed the ancient weapon to begin with, when he had an army, almost as big as Yorktown? For mistake 20, we are going to let you spot the mistake in this scene. Comment below, like and share this video. Live long and prosper.